Here is something that might surprise you. Most plane crashes don't happen mid-air. They happen during takeoff or landing. And in the wake of the recent Air India crash in Ahmedabad, which claimed 241 lives just minutes after takeoff, this chilling truth is once again in sharp focus. So, why are these two moments, the beginning and end of a flight, so dangerous, even in some of the world's most advanced aircraft? Let's start with the numbers. What do the stats say? According to Boeing's 2024 safety report, out of 47 commercial aviation accidents globally, 22 happened during landing, 4 during takeoff. That's more than half of all accidents in just these two phases. The International Air Transport Association echoes this. Between 2005 and 2023, landing alone accounted for over 50% of aviation accidents. Takeoff added another 15%. That means nearly 70% of all plane crashes happen during just 10 to 15 minutes of the flight. So, why exactly are takeoff and landing so risky? No margin for error. These are the most intense phases of any flight. Why? Because aircraft are flying low and slow. There's minimal altitude to recover. Pilots have seconds, not minutes, to react. Takeoff is all about raw engine power. Once the plane hits V1 speed, there is no turning back. Any engine failure now means pilots must lift off, even if something goes wrong. Landing, on the other hand, is a delicate ballet of speed, altitude, wind, weight, runway alignment. If any of these are slightly off, the results can be catastrophic. So, what usually goes wrong? Here is a quick breakdown of common causes. Pilot error, still the number one reason. The UN's aviation agency ICAO says 65% of takeoff and landing crashes stem from human error, split-second decisions that go wrong. Engine failure, especially critical during takeoff when engines are at full throttle. Technical issues, faulty brakes or gear malfunctions leave no room to recover when you're close to the ground. Weather, fog, heavy rain or crosswinds can throw off a perfectly planned descent. Bird strikes most often happen during takeoff. Think of the 2009 Hudson River miracle landing, when both engines failed after a bird strike. Pilots spend hours in simulators practicing exactly these scenarios: engine failure, blind landings, crosswind corrections. But simulators can't always replicate the real world chaos: wind gusts, uneven runways, or sudden technical faults. Often, pilots must act in under 10 seconds with hundreds of lives depending on them. But here is the good news: flying is still incredibly safe. In 2005, there were 4.9 accidents per million flights according to ICAO. By 2023, that number dropped to just 1.9. So when you board a plane today, you are entering one of the safest forms of travel, thanks to better tech, better training, and better systems. Because in those critical first and final minutes of every flight, precision isn't just preferred, it's life-saving. Stay tuned and subscribe to Business Standard for more explainers that unpack the headlines behind the headlines.
Want access to Business Standard's premium insights? Join our exclusive LinkedIn communities and connect with top voices in the BFSI space on topics that matter to you.